Hey you guys, so today I have loads of new products that I wanted to show you. Most of them are from the brand Inglot, which is a brand that I have actually really liked for a long time. I don't think I've really mentioned it on this channel. I think I had a video previously that's no longer on my channel that was a haul that included a ton of Inglot pressed single shadows, but I have a ton of new products that I wanted to talk about today. But I figure I will save the more exciting pieces for later in the haul. I had a couple different stores that I perused from online and want to show you. So I guess I will start off with Sephora because I think it's going to be the quickest one to get through. First, I actually placed the order because I wanted a full size of the IGK Beach Club Volumizing Texture Spray. I actually really liked this product. I first got it in the mini size. This is like a 100-point perk or something. I actually have two of these now because this is my second one. So I did go ahead, bite the bullet, and bought the full size. That way I could just throw this one in my travel thing. I don't know. I mean, not that I'm really going anywhere, but figured I'll get it while it's a perk, and then I have it for, it's not like it expires, you know. I also got this Fab Pharma Rescue and Relief Mask. It's this little tiny, again, it's a 100-point perk or something like that. The full size, I believe, is $32 on their website, and this is actually in the reviews for this. I thought the description of the directions were weird. It says apply to clean dry skin, allow to absorb tissue off any excess. And I thought that was weird, so I looked up some reviews. Looks like this is actually like an overnight mask, so you put this on and you don't wash it off right away. You actually are supposed to go to sleep with this on, which I thought was really weird, but I'll give it a try. The next product I picked up was the mini size of the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. I got it in the shade Light Natural. I never buy full-size concealers. I always buy the minis. I do have the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in the mini as well. It's just less expensive. I don't use a ton of concealer. I usually use it just under my eyes and then sometimes on my chin. Especially right now that we are under quarantine and this half of my face is always covered when I'm out and about. Concealer is usually for if I'm filming or if I am just wearing my mask out and about. I can just do right under my eyes and my forehead, and I save oodles and caboodles of cash on foundation. Next, I picked up these two samples. I have the Living Proof Restore Repair Mask. I always try to get one of these Living Proof packets if they have them. I think they are awesome for traveling or staying overnight somewhere because you don't have to tote around like a bottle of product. You just have this little single-use thing. Or I like these packets to empty into like little mini jars that you can buy off like Amazon or any sort of marketplace. And then a sample of the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream. Always, yeah, I always like trying new moisturizers and face creams and things like that, so picked that up as well. My next order was with BH Cosmetics. I didn't buy anything too interesting, but I did buy quite a few brushes, but it's just two different styles of brushes. So this is the brush 17, the small tapered blending brush. I believe I bought 4 of the number 17. I like having a ton of blending brushes on hand, and I really do love BH Cosmetics. I feel like their brushes are really soft. They stand the test of time as far as longevity goes. I have BH Cosmetics brushes that have lasted me years and years and years. So when I decided I wanted to buy a whole bunch of new brushes, I did buy a lot of brushes from the company Jessup, which I'm actually kind of experimenting with right now. I actually quite like the brushes that I've received from them, but I didn't know how they would be right off the bat, so I did go ahead and purchase quite a few of these BH ones just to ensure that I had some that I know I would like. And I picked up the number 5 brush as well. I did get some nice b-roll of these, so I will show you up close. Obviously the number 17 is a lot smaller and more tapered than this one. This, I would say, is sort of like an all-over blending brush, whereas the other one would be nice to pat color on into the crease or under the lash line. This one would be nice to just buff everything out and give it a really nice sultry look. I don't know, what do you use a blending brush for? But I bought a whole bunch of them. Let's talk about a face product they sent me that I did really end up liking, and I'm actually wearing it today. It is the Inglot Sparkling Dust Face Eyes Body Illuminator. It just comes in this little compact. It does have a nice little fluffy like stamping pad for your face. It is in the shade 01. Again, Inglot products don't actually have names. They come with product numbers. So this is 01. So all of Inglot's sparkling dusts for the face, eyes, and body are all vegan. I did double check on their website. So all of the face sparkling dusts are vegan if you are interested in that. This one in particular, the 01 shade, is a frosted champagne pink with a silver shimmer shift. I really do like it. It is quite dramatic though. I kind of took it down a notch with my beauty blender after I was done, just kind of patted over it before it was like really like not glittery, because it's not glitter, it's a shimmer, but it was like really intense, which I like. I like a product that can be toned down or brought back up with certain things. They also suggest using their Duraline products with it if you want it even more intense, which I do have their Duraline, so it is something that I might experiment with in the future. Next, I got a bunch of their AMC Pure Pigment eyeshadows. They are these little, basically pigment eyeshadows. I know these were really popular way back in the day, way before I was even old enough to have a YouTube channel or buy them because I was a child. But I remember people talking about these a lot way back in the OG Beauty Guru days, Juicy Star 07, X Sparkage, Vintage or Tacky days. All of those people are still on YouTube making content. They're still OGs though. I got a few of the shades. There are 2 grams of product in each jar. So this is the shade 140, and this is vegan. So I did make sure some of them are vegan, some of them do contain carmine or may contain carmine. I assume if it comes with that sticker on it that it just does, because this one doesn't have that sticker on it. So this is a gunmetal shade with a silvery blue shift to it, and you should be seeing some wonderful B-roll footage of all of the products that are interesting enough to show B-roll footage of. Next is the shade 123. It is, again, that 2 grams of product. This too is vegan. This is a soft champagne pink with bright yellow gold shifts to it. So in some pigments I have noticed that the gold kind of takes on a more green shade to it. It's like a greenish gold. You know, I have another one that's sort of an orangey gold that I will talk about next. But I know different golds have different undertones, but this for me is like a true yellow gold. I've actually got it on my eyes today. I will show you a close-up provided my camera doesn't die, because it is dying. Shade 50. This says it may contain carmine. Again, because of the color, I'm assuming that it just does, because it is a deep rose with a more orangey gold shift to it. So this one, definitely I can see them using carmine. If you don't know what carmine is, it is I believe it's a crushed up red beetle, which is kind of weird that we're still using that. I don't know, it just feels very like mortar and pestle, like grinding up, you know, herbs and bugs and then rubbing them on your face. Like, I don't know. I mean, that's cool, I guess, but if you're vegan, you might want to steer clear of this shade because it may contain carmine. I assume it does. The next, I keep saying the next, like, no, stop. 138. This is another vegan shade. This is a deep blackish green with a bright blue green shift. They did not have any product description at all for the shades of these. They basically just have like what the product is. It's a pure pigment. You put it on your eyes. That's what it is. It's got shimmer in it. Like, that's pretty much all the description they give for these. So I kind of had to look at the colors myself and describe them. So might not be exactly what Inglot envisioned, but it is what I see myself when I look at the colors. So just so you know, these descriptions are things that I have come up with in my unprofessional opinion. The shade 117 is also vegan. This is a gray blue with a bright turquoise or more of a baby blue shift to it. I can't really decide, but I love all of these shades. I think they are going to be so beautiful with some more dramatic looks. And like I said, I've got more of a neutral or less intense eye look going on today, and I did use one of my new Inglot pigments to do that right before I jumped on camera. I was gonna film a get ready with me, and then I saw how badly my camera was dying, so I decided that that was not something that I would be doing. My camera died, so here we are. I was really hoping we could get that outro filmed. But just to show you guys up close, I'm gonna bring you in so you can see the makeup up close. And yes, I did not bother with any lashes today because I didn't feel like it. But here you can kind of see the shift here. It's just this really pretty pink with this gorgeous gold shift. It's more of a champagne-y color, but I just absolutely love that. That to me is just so stunning. I also got a new light, so let me know how you guys like the lighting. Thank you guys so much for watching me today. I had such a great time showing you all the new fun things that I bought. Please excuse the hair. I feel like I always say, please excuse something about my physical being that's not exemplary at the moment. But please excuse my hair. I just washed it. And this is how it is half dried. So, is what it is. It's not my perfect cup of tea, but who cares? Actually, you know what? No, I don't apologize. I think it kind of looks cool and grungy, so. I'm pathetic. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching me today. I hope you had a great day or night or whenever you are watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!